it's been exciting, Dota. We've had some 20K leads not be enough. We've seen nice comebacks, post-death rampages, crazy stolen RPs. You name it, we've probably had it already, and we still have 4 days to go. I believe 4, maybe 3. Can I do math right? 1,
We got
2,
4,
3,
yeah.
4, 5. Yeah, 4 days. Even though I counted to 5. So should be pretty exciting. Vici RNG, I know you saw the odds beforehand. They were very lopsided towards Vici. I don't really see it as lopsided as that. I think that Vici are the better team. I think we've seen them show up in big ways. Yesterday, I just think LGD is showing that they're a step ahead. But Vici are a good team. I think RNG, right now, I think they're dealing with some things more so with it being a new roster and trying to figure some things out, especially maybe behind the back of a new carry in God King. So we'll see.
Well, yeah, I think 1.3 for Vici is a little bit harsh on RNG, but we have seen some very up performances from RNG, but also some very down ones. So I honestly think maybe I would stretch as high as like maybe 1.5, but I think that's pretty generous for RNG. So what do you say? I think Vici, definitely favourites here, but I think of the two series today, this will probably be the closer one. So I'm kind of hoping for 3 games today. RNG.
Ooh.
I want to see them pack a punch.
That is a little bit of an older combo that we used to see a lot. I think, what were we casting that we used to talk about this combo a lot? Was it like, I want to say like Reshuffle Madness back then? I don't know. We used to talk about just the stun AA combo in lane, and it was disgusting. I know that's like super random because it's a very common combo back then, but
it is really good. But at the same time, they'll have planned this draft. They obviously really like Sven. And I'm pretty sure RNG have flexed it to a support before as well, if they really need to. But also now, because of this Wisp that they know Vici like and that they're going to respond with, they can now go back for this AA. So they do have that laning combo that they have available if they'd like to, which is really nice. They could also still put the Sven 4, which I think would be okay depending on the game, depending on what Vici go for. But it's also Vici taking away the Wisp with the Sven for RNG.
Ooh.
That's a great pick.
Wow.
That's probably going to force the Sven into a support or an off-lane role or something, because
really,
otherwise what happens is this Batrider just has a free lane against Sven AA, and they can't do anything, right?
I mean, could you put AA4 and pick up like an Oracle or an Abaddon 5?
Maybe, but
it's not the strongest of support combos. That's not something I think when I say support combo AA Abaddon or AA Oracle.
It's not to say
AA Oracle doesn't seem bad.
It's pretty bad. It's not to say Sven AA can't work in a lane together. Do you know what? I'm still not over last night. I can't do it. I'll just tell stream, right? I was like, I think I'll have one more Dota game before I go to bed. This guy just picks techies, and we get to 70 minutes, and I'm like, what am I doing here? What is happening?
You can't prove that. That did not happen.
Anyone welcome to look at my Dota buff? That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, we could have won that game. I feel like maybe you fed too many Tempest doubles over to an Earth Spirit that had 60,000 net worth. I don't know how that happened. We kind of just lost track of that.
Anyway, I need to get it out of my mind because, it's like, what does this person think I'm thinking about? And I'm like this in bed. Like, oh my God. It's just me thinking about that game last night. So if I really like this Batrider pick for Vici, though, not only just because it's good in the lane in this against RNG, also it gives them this really good relocate setup, right? This is one of the things that we see when Wisp was picked. Most teams ban out Batrider in the second phase against the Wisp. And now they give the Tiny as well. I mean, their draft already looks really strong on Vici. Like, they have the ability to flex the Tiny between 2 and 4. They have the ability to flex the Batrider between 2 and 3. I think it looks really good for Vici right now.
I would maybe say that that's already a 2 Tiny. Maybe just because I think that Wisp is the 4, and you're not going to throw the Tiny 5. We've been seeing Wisp 4 more than anything. It could be DY Wisp, but I want to say PYW is the Wisp player, but they
DY
both.
has
I want to
played
say they
Wisp
also
before.
both play it,
Yeah,
right?
they definitely both can play it. DY has played it before. We've cast games of him playing Wisp.
I want to say we've had this conversation, and PYW's never played Wisp. No, he's played it twice. Okay, so yeah, DY might be on that. Might be on this Wisp. I remember this conversation.
Okay, so they go Void Spirit, which I don't mind. I think that's okay. Oh my
Monkey
god.
King, man, China loves this Monkey King. This is we saw it a lot in the Dota 2 Pro Cup, and it has just found its way into this event in large ways. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's not what I expected at the start of the event, this Monkey King to be so popular. But
Yeah.
Oh wow, they go Queen of Pain. Which is interesting because I'm pretty sure RNG have played this Queen of Pain offlane before. So to me, it's almost like they want the Queen of Pain against the Monkey King in a cortical matchup no matter where the lane is. So like it could be Queen of Pain offlane, it could be Queen of Pain mid. And they're going to wait to see what gets put where.
Monkey King has been picked 11 times. Tiny picked 15. So obviously that's going to be 16 and 12 coming after this matchup. Yeah, Monkey King has a 64% win rate. Tiny has a 67. So 10 of 15 games, 10 and 5 for the Tiny. Just a heads up, I guess. But
Man with the stats.
wow. Most picked and banned hero is Magnus.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's only been picked 7 times, banned 30 times. That hero just doesn't see anything past the first phase of bans.
It's banned in like every game at the moment. That hero is really strong, and you have the ability to flex it early on in the draft as well. It reminds me of Doom as well. Where's Doom on that list?
Doom is 4th. 33 combined picks and or bans. 10 picks, 23 bans.
Yeah, those two heroes don't get a huge amount of play at the moment because they're just banned all the time.
Yeah. Well, Magnus, I actually looked at the percentage. It's picked / banned in all games so far, and this one included.
Yeah. So Vici, I'm going to assume they need a 4 still. I think because they need some lockdown, like cheap lockdown.
I don't know if this fits, and this could just be a stupid quick no. Does Pugna fit this? So we've been seeing Ori play that Pugna a lot.
Not really. I think not against AA Quap, like Void Spirit. There's so much jump potential. Like obviously the AA Ice Blast is really good against Pugna. I guess they could put the Tiny 4 with the bat and then pick a different mid if they feel like it's not a great Tiny mid game.
Mm-hmm. We've seen that Tiny flex 2, 3, and 4.
Because we have to remember Ori's played the Monkey King as well, so they could still need a position 1 as well. Like, for RNG though, the question is, do they want to pick a 4 or a 1 or a 3?
Yeah, they could be going for a 3. That Void Spirit could be 4.
Both these drafts are so open still.
Morphling. Wow.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So is the Sven 3 or 4?
I'm pretty sure the Svens are the 4.
Wow.
And then I think that, personally, the the Queen of Pain will be the 3, and they'll put Void Spirit mid. That would be my guess.
Very different. Very, very different draft from RNG. I want to say I'm surprised it doesn't say LGD above their name with this draft.
I mean, there's so many things they can pick on Vici still, like in terms of roles. I'm really unsure. Both these teams have...
The draft is so open right now.
Yeah.
Especially if that's going to be a DY Wisp. Like, you could throw the Tiny off lane, bat mid, or bat off lane, Tiny mid. You could still use a 4. You could throw the Tiny 4, the bat 4. Like, this draft is so open. I won't suggest that you could throw the Monkey King 4. I just think that's ridiculous, and that's only where we used to see it when Bobica played it back when it was first released. But just for the TA that I ask every game for, and the one game I don't ask for it.
You don't ask for every game.
Most games I get, I ask for TA. Come on, man.
Sorry,
I was doing it during the summit, and I was asking for it a lot. Now we finally get it.
They have
I
They
really
have a
like this TA.
really explosive lineup on Vici's side. Like, if you look at their lineup at like the 25-minute mark, all their cores just come online and like they're willing to go. Like the Spat Rider, the TA, Monkey King, maybe a little bit less so, maybe like need a little bit more time, but it should, yeah, that 25-minute mark, they all come online. But if you look at RNG's lineup, it's very much similar. Like this Queen of Pain and Void Spirit, both of them have come online relatively early as well. Yeah, and
It's
it's
gonna
the
be
Queen of
4
Pain off.
Sven, yeah,
Yeah.
and SRF on the Queen of Pain.
But this
Yeah,
is
I
the
was just
thing,
looking at that as well.
they get the Queen of Pain against the Monkey King, which is really good for RNG. And this Queen of Pain Sven's lane sounds really strong. I wouldn't want a lane against that. And it is DY Wisp. So, okay. Oh, question.
Yeah.
What item build does God King go for this game?
Sanj and Yasha. Next question. Come on.
I mean, it's a better SMY game this time.
What has he been normally doing? It's been like what? Morbid Mask, Sanj and Yasha?
He might just rush E-Blade.
Does he get away with that though? Like,
Yeah.
does E-Blade do enough early on that he's going to be snowballing with that item? I guess it depends on the lane he has too.
I mean, they have so much magic damage to throw on top of it though as well. So, I think it looks really good. He could go like Manta E-Blade, potentially, but or like SMY E-Blade.
Prepare for battle.
So, game 1. I don't know what that says, Erica. Oh, let me turn on my in-game sound. I turned it off because we played a game of Dota today. There we go. Oh yeah. You know, I pulled off that double stack on the Ancients and the camp next to it. I was so excited. I thought my game was gonna go so well after that too. I was like hoping that you'd see me do that.
No.
But then I kind of realized, like, as I stacked that camp, I was like, I really shouldn't be the one taking these. This Techies game isn't gonna work out. I knew it at like 5 minutes.
Oh dear.
30 seconds to battle.
Meow.
Especially when the Oracle was just making sure that anybody I used Blast Off on was just protected.
Look at PYW checking for a ward in the mid lane. He didn't quite find it, but the ward's behind what is at the moment behind the tree, compared to where PYW was standing. So, I'm I'm surprised he didn't double down and check both locations that the ward could have been.
The battle begins.
But he would have had to use a tango. So. Are they going to start 3 bot and look for an early kill? Because, like I said, AA Sven's a really nice combo. Oh, Felix is going to lane with the Morph.
Interesting. Little blocks coming in from Felix. I want to look up Felix's last game with this Sven. Because you said it was recent, right?
I'm pretty sure they've played it recently, yeah? Because I know some of the Chinese teams, I think RNG was one of them.
Don't get wet.
His name's not officially on Dota Buff. It's just Xnova's 24 years fanboys. He's played 2 games as Sven. The last one was January 12th, 2019.
Oh, maybe it wasn't them then.
And he's 2-0.
Oh, easy. They're going to win then. 100% win
I
rate.
think that's him. Well, I just want to make sure that out. Oh, no, wait. I don't know, man. I can't tell. These profiles just don't help. He played the Shadow Demon the other day, right? Felix? Yeah, okay, this is him. Interesting. So 2-0. But a long time ago. Wow, 4 Sven in 2019. Where was I?
Yeah, people started playing Sports Sven last year, I'm pretty sure. But it wasn't very often. And again, it's more because of these flex picks, right?
It was when he was on WG Unity. Wow. That is
a long time
back
ago.
in the day. It's before he made the swap to SAG. So let's see what Erica builds too. I'm interested to see the God King and the Erica build because we've been seeing some different builds on this Monkey King.
This Morphling, though, getting really pressured hard under tower at the moment. Needs that level 3 to feel safe.
Yeah, he's a couple creeps off of it. So as long as these don't get denied, he should be okay. And there it is.
Rolling stone.
Not bad.
He had a really good start to the lane as well. He hit like the first 5 CS. And then since then
Now
he's been...
he just hasn't got much.
Yeah, he has to
Wow.
be really worried about the Batrider level 2.
Hold 11. He's been impressing me a lot. I know Vici has come up short against LGD. But overall, I think Old 11, especially when he was playing with LGD too.
Yeah, I think he's had a
been
really good...
very impressive.
He's had a really good tournament so far. And again, yeah, like you said, when he was on LGD, I feel like, yeah, had some great performances.
He was forcing them to ban Enigma like pretty early. Like that's how often he was playing it. Like he was doing really well. And that was after he was on a team called Revive, which was like Gaze of Death and
he's coming bot.
ASD.
Super.
Yeah, Super's in a lot of trouble. PYW here. Avalanche should be first blood and will be for Erica.
First blood. Well,
About 4 minutes in to get that first blood, but a good rotation nonetheless by the Tiny. And that's leaving Old 11 to get solo experience, farm up as much as he can.
Yeah, but
He's
it does,
happy about it right now.
it does free up the pressure on God King ever so slightly, though, right?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they're thinking, you know, we can't really do anything to this Morphling up in top lane, so...
Avalanche toss. They found Super again. Wow.
Oh, I wasn't even looking.
Nothing personal, ancient. Some of my
He wasn't,
best
I wasn't even
friends
sure he was
are
alive yet.
I like this
But he
really
just
deep
TP'd.
ward. Ooh. Top lane, Old 11. Trading hits mid lane as well, they're hitting each other pretty avidly. I don't know if that's the right word.
I'll take your word for it. Well, Aether Remnant, that's not going to hit. Ori, and we've seen a lot of good performances from TA. I will say, as much as I bashed Butterfly FX play in this event, and I didn't mean to bash him, I meant more just criticize
rude.
his play
Rude
in this
caster.
event. He plays an amazing TA.
Yeah,
He's
he
like the
does.
basis for all TAs in this region. Yeah, I think bash was the wrong word. I definitely criticized his play in this event, but that's not entirely his fault. Like, you know, you're also dealing with Ollie not playing.
They had roster issues this event, for sure. Interesting, Monkey King hasn't got any points in Jingu this game because he's laying against the Queen of Pain. Like, he knows he's not going to get value out of it.
Ooh, Batrider, Old 11, getting run at. God King and Felix combined for the kill onto the Batrider. So, yeah, you said that this Tiny moving around would alleviate the pressure on God King. He's taking advantage of it.
Radiant's
Going...
top tower is
No, he's
under
not going
attack.
Midas. Oh, yeah, he goes Lincoln's first. Of course. That makes sense against the Batrider. Because, like, the only thing that threatens him this game with the catch is Lasso. So they would have been thinking this in the draft, that, you know, if we just pick Morphing, he builds the Lincoln's first, should have a relatively free game, or like an okay game. There's nothing that can really stop him from, you know, doing what he wants to do.
He's about to hit level 6. He's having a good time since this Tiny left. Like, I understand Tiny's contributed getting Super twice, but to allow God King to kind of have a lane again, it seems a bit rough. Like, is that really what you're trying to get if you're weighing the pros and cons of you moving around a little bit?
Sure.
Trap on a Setsu, he's level 6, toss into the air. No astral step back, Super comes over.
TA, it's at the point in the game now where TA really hurts, though, as well.
Yeah.
And they have this catapult wave mid, so they really want to try and make the most of this, especially because Setsu's so low. And that is twice in a row that Setsu hasn't managed to get an active rune at the 4 and 6 minute mark. So yeah, he's starting to struggle a little bit in this middle lane without the sustain from the bottle. Top lane, hold 11.
Trouble again. Adaptive Strike comes out. PYW makes the rotation. They've got 3 stacks of Sticky Napalm on God King. Adaptive Strike slows down PYW. They'll use the War Cry. Avalanche comes out. Now Felix is sitting low. Super comes over with the Cold Feet as well as the Chilling Touch out onto the Bat Rider. Stormhammer gets the kill. Felix dies, and it's a 1-for-1.
Oh, super good for Vici though. Because they get the kill, but at the same time, like sorry, what I meant is super good for RNG because Morphling doesn't die, right? If the Morphling dies there, it's a disaster. But he needs to make sure he can keep his farm up to keep up with the speed of the Monkey King and the TA right now, because they're having really good times. Monkey King without this Jingu farms so quickly because you have the 4 points in Tree Dance really early on.
Look at this deep ward
Dire's middle tower is under
right in the
attack.
triangle. So spotting these stacks.
Yeah, but can they contest them? I guess they have really mobile heroes. They have Void Spirit Quap. Maybe they can.
You know what? He actually hasn't even stacked the Ancients. Is it really worth contesting that stack? Up towards top. Super in some trouble. Old 11 burning him out. Has a 3rd stack of Sticky Napalm. Gets the kill on a Super. So Super's dead for the 3rd time. It's 3 of the 4 deaths. Actually, the supports make up all 4 deaths.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tia can just take these stacks
Bat
very
Rider.
quickly. Ooh, Old 11 again. Now PYW tossed back onto Ori. Felix in trouble. Meld Strike comes in. Setsu, though, with a double Astral Step on a DY. They'll take out the Wisp. God King and Setsu move on to Ori. It's got the Refraction. Throws out some damage, and I don't believe Setsu has an Astral Step for a while. Yeah, 18 seconds. He's in some trouble. Adaptive Strike, but does that get him far enough away? Allows him to get the Resonant Pulse off. So Ori backs away and allows the Void Spirit to live. And it's Blink Dagger first for the TA. Sometimes you'll see, like, Desolator first, or Blink Dagger. And do you think this is the right play? Blink Dagger over Deso first?
Yeah, I don't like Dessa that much up against the Morphling. Like, you don't get the same value with the minus armor because he's already so tanky with the high natural armor from his high agi.
Yeah.
I think having the raw initiation is really important. Because you want to try and make the most of it before they get their timings with like the link.
Does he still go Deso though?
Yeah, I think so.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Because you
under
still
attack.
farm quickly with the blink first.
Yeah. Helps
It's like
move
you
around the
jump
map.
from-
I want to
yeah.
take a look at his stacks too. If there's any stacks for him. Looks like actually all the camps have been cleared out. Meanwhile, mid in the river, they've got Old 11 once again. SRF getting that
Felix
kill
top.
coming over.
On the
They're
Sven.
chasing this Sven, and one more shot from Ori that's going to push him close to the edge on this Blink Dagger. Ori's having a fantastic time at the moment, sitting top of the net worth.
He's having a great time. It's not even that. I think the Monkey King's also having a really good time. Like, you expect TA to be top of the net worth, right? There's
Yeah,
just that
yeah.
hero that farms so quickly with the side blades. But yeah, this Monkey King also having a really good time. And I think what's he got coming out on the something coming out in the courier? No. Or was he just sending it out to the secret shop? I don't know. But I'm assuming he's going for that Battle Fury first still, especially with the broadsword. Alright, he comes over and takes his jungle. He's like, cool, thanks very much, mate.
Yeah, I was doing that earlier today. What about? Sven comes up towards top. He's got God's Strength ready to go. But not exactly easy to kill Ori. They have focused their attention on a DY. They've done a good job of
Look out for
getting that kill that one time they fought. Right by the triangle.
Oh, he actually,
Waveform range, broom handle.
he actually went for the Void Stone second time for the Battle Fury and the Monkey King because he needs the mana sustain for Tree Dance. That's cool. Or like Primal Spring.
And he's got the 4/4 so far. No in the nothing in the Jingu at all.
He's holding 2 skill points as well. He's probably going to want the attack speed, I'd imagine. But
We talked about how Wukong's just isn't. You know, if you can't keep somebody within the Wukong's command, it just doesn't feel that great.
Is under attack.
So skipping it early is usually what we see from these Monkey
Yeah,
Kings.
yeah.
I swear one game we saw like an early Wukong's like level 6 or 7.
You hardly ever get value from an early point in Wukong's. Not unless you level
Yeah.
it just as you need it for a fight or something. Because the thing is, the Boundless Strike and the Jingu are the things that allow you to usually have the sustain and like the presence in the laning stage. And then you need the Tree Dance more than the Wukongs to actually be able to farm.
That's why I like the combination of the Underlord as well as the Monkey King, because Underlord usually goes
Radiant's
like
middle
Yules
tower
or
is under attack.
Rod of Atos. Then you've got that in the Pit of Malice. That allows you can set up on the Monkey King with the Wukongs pretty well. And we saw, was it Erica
Radiant's
or was
bottom
it
tower
was
is
it even
under
God
attack.
King who went Yules on the Monkey King?
No, it was Ori.
Radiant are scanning.
It was Ori. Yeah, that's right. He was playing the
Radiant's
safe
bottom
lane.
tower has fallen.
They moved lanes, right?
Now, he was playing it
Dire's
mid,
top tower
but
has fallen.
because he wanted the setup for the Wukongs, like you were saying. Honestly, though, the big winner for this game for me, though, is PYW on the Tiny. Like, he's 500 gold off Blink already, and it's only 13 minutes into the game. And I think when he gets Blink, they actually have really good burst potential.
Yeah.
Onto, like, any
Radiant's
hero
bottom
apart from
tower
maybe
is
the
under attack.
like, Void Spirit. But even then, because, like, Morphling will have to be so much more careful about how much HP he farms on when Tiny gets Blink.
I can't believe how wrong I was on that.
I was just going to move on
Killing the
quickly.
PYW.
Dire's middle tower is under
You know,
attack.
that slowed down the Blink Dagger we were talking about. Blink Dagger for Batrider is very far away. Did he go bots first? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which surprises me, because I thought because the TA went Blink, it might make Old 11 feel like if he goes Blink as well, they have this like insane initiation. And like Tiny gets Blink and they can just be really explosive.
Radiant structures are fortified.
How close is he on the Lincoln Sphere? He's actually really close. 300 gold away.
And now you're not going to have the Blink available before he gets Lincolns on God King, so you have no window now where you can try and take the Morphling by surprise with a Blink. That's
Radiant's
going
middle
to be
tower
very
is
reliant on the
under
Tiny.
attack. Dire's
Link
bottom
from
tower
SRF,
is
the
under
tier
attack.
1 tower in the mid lane. Not something you see too often, a TA not getting the mid
Dire's
tier 1
top
before
tower
the other
is
team.
under attack.
I feel like we always see TAs be pretty aggressive once they get this blink.
Depends,
Or I've
because
seen TAs be that aggressive.
TAs tend to push the wave out and then go jungle rather than hit the tower anyway, a lot of the time.
I guess it depends on the Blink Dagger or the Deso, what you're looking for first.
Yeah, he's 200 gold away off the Deso now. And they have potential to take a really early Roche as well with the Monkey King Ags whenever he gets... Oh, I guess that's not too early, though.
I think they could take it just the
Rotate.
with the TA's meld, right?
Have you
I
seen
don't
this
think they
deep
need
ward
the
that...
Monkey King Axe.
Have you seen the deep ward that Supra's just put down in the bot lane on the high ground for the Monkey King? So they're going to see him be able to see him moving around on the trees down here. And Erica's going to have to be really careful because he's about to jump into vision. Yeah, they see him.
Ooh. I see Erica and they see Old 11. Ice Blast comes out, not
that's-
going to land.
That was a real scuff.
It seemed very forced. Because that could have gone really well for Royal Never Go Out, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge pick-off. Yes, he's finished his Battle Fury, but if you could delay that second item timing in the Ags or whatever he decides to go for.
So, still going for the Blink Dagger for Old 11. He went into the Boots Travel first. That's not really too much of a surprise. We see a lot of Batriders do this. Yules for Queen of Pain, who's bald on my screen.
Yeah, now
Very
Tiny
weird.
has the Blink Dagger as well. But unfortunately for him, he sent his courier out just a second ago, and now has to wait for his courier to go all the way back to base, pick up the Blink, and then deliver it all the way across the map again.
Agents of
Especially with the pressure coming in towards top, you would have loved to have it at this exact moment in time. They'll throw a trap where a TP might come through. Storm Hammer from Felix, who is going into the Lotus Orb. And then Erica not going Ags, he's going Battle Fury Manta.
That's interesting. I thought that Sven might consider going Medallion or something this game, up against the Monkey King and the TA.
He still could, but we'll
It's
see
like a really
if he
cheap,
changes his mind.
cost-effective item, so...
I want to see if Erica
Top lane.
commits to this Yasha top. Take a look.
Oh,
SRF looking over at DY as well as Ori.
just
I think
Blinks
my
away.
comment-
had the refraction up before the Yules came out, so didn't take damage from the Yules landing.
Relocate.
Relocate.
Bottom.
Dire's middle tower
Just to find
is under
super, they
attack.
have the vision here with this ward. Everybody comes over in a big meld strike from Ori to get the kill onto the ancient apparition.
Dodge are scanning.
And then they'll relocate back. They've also got Old 11 nearby, so Felix is in a lot of trouble. Lasso comes out, SRF. No blink forward. Palace strike hits onto the Queen of Pain. They hit the flame break that hits Felix Chaba back. Sonic Wave comes in, but SRF loses his life, as does Felix Chaba. They'll use the Astral Step to back off, as well as throw down an Aether Remnant, which is tanked by Old 11. They find the Morphling. God King in trouble. Surrounded by 5 heroes here. Waveforms trying to get to the tier 2 tower with Super by his side, but I'm not sure how much Super can do. They'll throw an Ice Blast out. God King taking a lot of damage. Ultra kill for Ori. Down goes Old 11, but they've got the toss back right onto Ori. He'll have the Rampage just 17 minutes and 50 seconds into the game. Ori, 7-0. And he's looking for more. It could be a double Rampage. Ori coming over. Meld Strike, right clicks. Is it going to be? No. PYW gets the kill. But Ori will take the assist, ruining the backwards 007's
Dire's
kill
middle
score.
tower
What made me
is
laugh
under
about that Rampage is that it started with Super in the bot jungle from the relocate and then ended with
attack.
Super at the
Dire's
top
middle
tier 2 tower.
has fallen.
Yeah.
So, poor Super on the AA, dying twice for the Rampage.
Yeah, he's not exactly had a fun game. He's 1-5-3 right now. And
Yeah,
he's
but-
got 3K net worth. Not awful.
I don't know, this is the problem I have with AA this game, that they haven't really made any plays on the map. So AA is one of those heroes that, you know, you don't split push very well. You don't push lanes out. Like, you're very reliant on your Ice Bars, like finding pickoffs with the rest of your team and things. But they haven't really looked to have made plays on the map. They made that like one play in the bot lane around their ward that they almost got the Monkey King, but they just missed all the spells. So like this AA just feels, it reminds me of like Undying past the laning stage, where you're now like, well, what am I supposed to be doing?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Found by Setsu bottom.
Oh, he has Axe on the Void Spirit now as well after that kill. It's really nice.
I thought maybe we'd see Erica go off that Blade of Alacrity into an Ags, but he does commit to the Manta, which is a good thing, considering that that Ags was just picked up for the Void Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah,
is
I thought he
under
might
attack.
consider going BKB, but I mean, Manta's still a pretty good item on this heroes.
BKB's finished for the TA, so Uri just on it. It's in top of the net worth, and like we said, it's no surprise to see a TA towards the top of the net worth.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
May fortify.
Dire's top
It'll
tower
clean up the
is under
creeps, but the
attack.
pressure's still going to come out onto the tier 2 tower. He's got DY with that overcharge, so the tower drops relatively quickly, dropping from just one hero.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're going to lose this tier 2. It doesn't look
Yeah,
like they're even
it's
going to
just-
try and come over.
And you see Old 11 is waiting to try and set up bot lane, or
Dire's
like at
top
least just push the
tower
lane
has
out, so
fallen.
they get the tower for free. And now they can just head into the Roche pit, I think. Like, always level 16. Erica's level 16. Wow. Oh, they actually smoke,
Smoke from
up.
Vici.
Okay.
Over towards
Radiant's
bottom,
middle
God King
tower
showing
is
himself.
under
Old 11
attack.
sitting in the trees. He just picked up this Blink Dagger. If they could pop the
Dire
Lincolns, they can
are
go in
scanning.
onto the Morphling who's going for that E-Blade next. He's very close to the E-Blade too. Just 350 gold off. They force Old 11 back. He blinks away, but the Aether Remnant lands and the Stormhammer gets the kill.
The Roche,
so
though.
they do combine to get this kill and take the tier 2 tower bottom, but while that's happening, Ori and DY are combining with Erica to take this Roche.
Yeah, and they're going to try and come over. But, oh, okay. SRF.
BKB, pop by Ori, Sonic Wave. Ori picks up the Aegis. They look over at SRF. They'll lay down the Wukong's command. They've got the damage to get the kill. PYW with the toss will finish him off. And now Setsu forced to retreat.
Dire's
Yeah.
top tower.
I mean,
is
I
under
like that play
attack.
from RNG because I don't think they can contest the pit anyway. So the fact they get something out of bot lane with the tier 2 is nice. Mm-hmm. But this Queen of Pain has felt pretty underwhelming all game. Like 1, 2, and 2 hasn't really achieved a huge amount. Just only has a Yules at the moment.
Old 11's not having the most amazing game, but I think
He's
that's fine.
playing dead lane all the time though. It's his job just to
Yeah.
shove out lanes constantly all the time and try and potentially find pickoffs if someone tries to like come and push the wave back. So I mean, his game, it's not really about old 11 this game for Vici.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all about hitting this timing with the Monkey King and the TA. What did I say? 25 minutes, I think. And it's now
Yeah.
22. They have the first Aegis. I think you start looking to take all the outer towers here.
Yeah, the tier 1's still sitting bottom for Will Never Give Up, but both off lanes still holding their tier 1s. TA going into the Bloodthorn next. Ori is just farming so fast.
He's really farmed.
Yeah.
Relocate
over towards mid. They've got the lasso onto the Void Spirit. They missed the balance strike. The silence comes through on all these heroes as they get around Setsu, and he'll Astral Step himself to safety. He's also picked up an Invis rune.
Oh, he's under a
Spring. They've got a
sentry.
sentry. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's there for a Roche fight, not for
Super.
this.
Dire's middle tower
God
is
King.
under attack.
Oh. He's got Gins anyway, right? Super still dead. I will say, with it feeling so one-sided, it's not exactly like the net worth is that favorable. One, like 6K is not that much.
It's quite a lot considering they have the first Aegis though.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
That I can.
Dire's
I'll agree with.
I don't
structures
know.
are fortified.
You have to remember that they're only 6k net worth up, but at the same time, old 11 is still like 2,500 gold behind the other enemy pos 3. So it's kind of like the two cores, the position 1 and the 2, have like an 8k net worth over the other two, which is huge. That's like the position 1 and 2 are both, like an item above, like their counterparts.
Well, Monkey King's even with his counterpart. It's
Yeah,
more
okay, so
Ori.
compare
Just-
like TA to the Morphling and then Monkey King to the like Void Spirit. Like they're both like an item ahead, right?
Yeah. God King trying to get that Scotty. He's picked up the E-Blade.
Ori.
And come over, they spot Ori. Able to blink away, but there's the Astral Step. They've got the silence. The BKB gets popped. Lotus Orb placed onto the Void Spirit. Setsu backs off for a second. PYW comes over with an avalanche that hits SRF as well as God King. E-Blade, Adaptive Strike, brings PYW down to half health. Lucian's coming over. Now they've got the lasso. Lotus Orb a little bit late. Ice Blast comes in. That hits on Ori as well as the Aether Remnant. They lock him down. They get the kill. They'll take the first life on TA. But there's the toss once again on the SRF to get the kill with the Wukong Span down. Inside the Wukong Span with
They
the
want
avalanche
more
being
here.
thrown and hitting 3 of these heroes on the side of RNG. Pops the Manta, continues forward on a Felix Astral Step, as well as the silence from the Resonant Pulse. They've got the toss back onto the Morphling, thrown on top of Super as well as Felix. They'll relocate over to the side, as that is the way back for Erica and DY. They smoke to retreat.
Yeah, they're a little bit afraid of this SRF buyback because he still has Sonic Wave up, so they need to respect that. And they're gonna play it safe for now. Honestly, a good fight though for RNG. They take the Aegis, they don't lose a huge amount.
SRF? Balance
this-
Strike,
this
Meld
is
Strike,
bad.
Ice Blast coming in. This might not actually end well for Vici. They didn't get the kill on SRF. They've got the Storm Hammer, and now Monkey King's in a little bit of trouble. But Erica backing off to simulate onto the high ground on the Radiant side. Fuels him up. SRF falls for the second time, dead for 73 seconds now without buyback. Flame Break pushes God King back into the hands of Ori as well as Old 11. They're right on him. He morphs into the TA, but still dies as he's trying to stay invis in the meld form, but it's not enough. Balance Strike hits on a Setsu. They'll take it a third. All 3 cores on RNG fall. Just the supports are able to retreat, and I say that, but Super, he's going to be chased by the tree dancing Erica.
Yeah, as soon as SRF gets on there, I think RNG have to bail, because if SRF isn't able to get his damage off in the fight, I think it's so hard to take it. Like, he's going to have to
Dire's
use and
middle
just blink
tower
away.
has fallen.
And now if this is going to be at least a set of racks, I think potentially 2, because of how quickly they can push. There's no glyph up on the Dire side.
Monkey King's pushing in top, while TA and the overcharge from DY push in mid.
Dire's
There's an
middle
Aghanims
tower
coming out for the
has
Monkey
fallen.
King as well.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
I
Morphling
think you-
swapping off that Scotty and going Yasha.
I think you take melee and
Dire's
go
middle
top.
barracks
Yeah.
has fallen. Dire's middle barracks.
Okay.
Avalanche toss back. He was trying to clean up some creeps, but All right, Silence bounce back with the Lotus Orb. They have the lasso on a super. They'll get both kills. Erica getting both. But down goes Old 11, and thanks to the E-Blade on Morphling. So just one set.
I don't know, this RNG draft, like the whole thing, it feels like it would have been really cool if they'd have been playing from ahead, and like they could have made really early moves and things with like the Void Spirit and the Queen of Pain and stuff. But you never really were ahead in this game.
Look out for fallen rocks.
So, oh, okay, yeah, oh, okay. I was gonna say he switches off the Bloodthorn to pick up a Nullifier. He's actually just got the gold for the Bloodthorn already, and he's got Bloodthorn, Deso, BKB, Blink with the Orb of Destruction.
Yeah, and the Bloodthorn's so good because I'm assuming it works with the Monkey King soldiers as well from the Axe,
Radiant
like offering crit to every single hit.
Relocate over. SRF as well as Setsu in some trouble. Yule's on to Ori, but Balance Strike doing so much damage to start. SRF, he'll fall very quickly. They surrounded PYW, but Avalanche out, toss him to the air. Ice Blast coming in. PYW relocates away. He's back now towards the Roche pit. Ori blinks forward, looks over at Super. Stormhammer hits both of them. Do they have the damage? Aether Remnant Lasso out onto the Morphling, and they get the kill on a God King. Now they look towards the rest. Super on the run. Balance Strike hits on both the Void Spirit as well as the Sven. They'll call GG before this fight is over. Felix is going to drop. They'll go to the Simulate on the Void Spirit, but that's not going to save his life. Ooh, or will it? It's actually the Aether Remnant that keeps him locked up, and now the Ancient will explode, and Vici will officially take game one. 25-10, 29 minutes in, 18k net worth lead. Vici, start to finish, the game was in their hands.
Yeah, I think the bit that really swung this game for me, like we were talking about, I think RNG have to be playing from ahead for their draft to feel really good. This Queen of Pain in the bot lane, if you're going to pick Queen of Pain as a way of dealing with the Monkey King, especially in the laning stage, you can't let the Monkey King have that good of a lane. Like, he was still second in net worth behind his own team's TA the whole time. And he never really, never really felt threatened on the Monkey King at all. It feels like, he didn't die the whole game. I mean, neither him or Rory did.
Yeah, I was just about to mention, they went 20-0-17 combined together. And then, I mean, just to throw in a little bit of a jab, but if you combine DY into